What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Flames back at it again with another Bible reading video. And today we're about to be reading out of 1 Samuel chapter 13, man. Without further ado, let's get right to it, bro. Okay, last couple chapters. Um, last couple chapters learned about Saul fighting the Ammonites, bunch of different stuff. Kind of forgot a little bit. But basically, essentially, um, it's kind of Samuel's like last hurrah. You know, if you're really curious, you can go check out the last video. And I think I might watch that video too to kind of remind myself because for some reason I'm blinking. Um, but yeah, without further ado, man, chapter 13. Let's get right to it. Saul fights the Philistines. Saul lived for 1 year and then became king. And when he had reigned for 2 years over Israel, Saul chose 3,000 men of Israel. 2,000 were with Saul in Michmash and the hill country of Bethel, and 1,000 were in Jonathan and the Gibeah of Benjamin. The rest of the people he sent home, every man to his tent. Jonathan defeated the garrison of the Philistines that was at Gibeah, and the Philistines heard of it. And Saul blew the trumpet throughout all the land, saying, Let the Hebrews hear. And all Israel heard it, said that Saul had defeated the garrison of the Philistines, and also that Israel had become a stench to the Philistines. And the people were called out to join Saul at Gilgal. And the Philistines mustered to fight with Israel 30,000 chariots and 6,000 horsemen and troops like the sand on the seashore in multitude. They came up and encamped at Michmash, to the east of Beth Aven. When the men of Israel saw that they were in trouble, for the people were hard pressed, the people hid themselves in caves and in holes and in rocks and in tombs and in cisterns. And some Hebrews crossed the fords of the Jordan into the land of Gad and Gilead. Saul was still at Gilgal, and the people following him, and all the people following him followed him trembling. Saul's unlawful sacrifice. He waited 7 days, but the time appointed by Samuel, but Samuel did not come to Gilgal, and the people were scattering from him. So Saul said, Bring the burnt offering here to me and the peace offerings. And he offered the burnt offering. As soon as he had finished offering the burnt offering, behold, Samuel came. And Saul went out to meet and greet him. Samuel said, What have you done? And Saul said, When I saw that the people were scattering from me, I did, and that you did not come within the days appointed, and that the Philistines had mustered at Michmash, I said, Now, the Philistines will come down against me at Gilgal, and I have not sought the favor of the Lord, so I forced myself and offered the burnt offering. And Samuel said to Saul, You have done foolishly. You have not kept the commandment of the Lord your God which he commanded you. For then the Lord would have established your kingdom over Israel forever. But now your kingdom shall not continue. The Lord has sought out a man after his own heart, and the Lord has commanded him to be prince over his people, because you have not kept what the Lord commanded you. And Samuel arose and went from Gilgal. The rest of the people went up after Saul to meet the army, and they went from Gilgal to Gibeah of Benjamin. And Saul numbered the people who were present with him, about 600 men. And Saul and Jonathan his son and the people who were present with them stayed in Gibeah of Benjamin. But the Philistines encamped at Michmash. And the raiders came out of the camp of the Philistines in 3 companies. One company turned toward Ophrah to the land of Shual. Another company toward Beth Horon, and another company turned toward the border that looks down on the valley of Zebulun toward the wilderness. Now there was no blacksmith to be found throughout all the land of Israel, for the Philistines said, Lest the Hebrews make themselves swords or spears. But every one of the Israelites went down to the Philistines to sharpen his plowshare, his mattock, his axe, or his sickle. And the charge was 2/3 of a shekel for the plowshares and for the mattocks, and 1/3 of a shekel for sharpening the axes and for setting the goads. So on the day of the battle there was neither sword nor spear found in the hand of people with Saul and Jonathan, but Saul and Jonathan his son had them. And the garrison of Philistines went out to the pass of Michmash. Okay, so that is the end of this first chapter. Basically, Saul just did things on his own and thought that he essentially knew better than Samuel, and knew better than God, frankly. And was disobedient. And and in doing so, we're blocking his blessings, and that's kind of what we sometimes do to ourselves. Sometimes, we'll know that we're supposed to do something, and then we'll do the opposite because I mean it's fleshly human nature, right? And but sometimes what it could do is it could block our blessings on our own life. Um, but yeah, that is the end of this chapter. And we're about to get into the next chapter here in a second. I'm about to make this next video right away. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Peace.